In order to subscribe to my channel, please click here or click here. Please share, comment, and like my videos and channel. The next step configuration category is Service Catalog in Service Portal. Whatever forms you create in Service Catalog, how exactly you can test those catalog forms in Service Portal. Now there are different step configurations for Service Catalog in Service Portal testing, like open a record producer in Service Portal. So wherever you see this SP, that means Service Portal. Open a catalog item, open an order guide, add row to multiple row variable set, save current row of multiple variable set, multiple row variable set, set variable values, validate variable values. Now these are all for Service Portal. Variable state validation, validate price and recurring price, navigate within order guide, that is also on Service Portal, set catalog item quantity, review order guide summary, review item in order guide, add item to shopping cart, add order guide to shopping cart, order a catalog item, submit an order guide, and submit record producer. So let's see how exactly you can perform Service Catalog testing in Service Portal. So whatever forms you have created in Service Catalog, which you are displaying on Service Portal, how exactly you can do that. Let's go to my personal developer instance. This is my personal developer instance. So in order to perform this testing, I will start creating first new tests, that is ATF demo, for Service Catalog in Portal. I will save this. So this is a new test I'm creating. So I will click on add step. When I will click on add step, I will go to this category I have, that is Service Catalog in Service Portal. I will click here. Now you will see the first step configuration, that is open a record producer. That means you open the record producer in the portal. So if you have any record producer in the portal, in that case you will open this. Now how exactly you will do that? For that we have to go to the portal. So let's do one thing. Let's search for the portal first. So I will look for portal. I will see how many different portals I have. I have this service portal. I will go to the service portal. Let's click on try it. So this is what we are going to test, not the whole portal, all the items in it. So maybe for example, I'm clicking on request something. When I click here, this is the Service Catalog portal where you will have all different catalog items. So in this case, what I can do, maybe I can try to click on this one and create incident. Now this create incident is like an open record producer. It's a record producer which will create an incident. So in this case, let's test record producer. So what exactly I need to do, I will go to my test, I will click here, and then I will click on next. I will click on next. Now here I can put that which particular record producer I have to open. So you can see it has already selected portal. It has already selected the page, and here I have to select the record producer. The record producer I would look for, maybe let's click on the search here, and I have this create incident. Here I have query parameters. So if you want to give a query parameter, there is a URL query parameter for the page, maybe the sysID. If you want to give that, you can give right here. Now in this case, I will do submit, because this will just open the record producer. Let's run this and see what exactly happens. If I click on run, this will open up in a client test runner. Now you will see it is running as a system administrator for now, because I'm not impersonating anyone. Now you can see it has opened that form. So in this case, we have two fields right here. The one is urgency and another is please describe your issue below. So in that case, what I will do, it says it got passed. So in this case, like user will go to the portal and open that particular record producer on the portal. Similarly, it will also do that testing. So now what I will do, as of now, I have opened that particular record producer. So I will go for next step. So next step is validating the variables, because I will validate whether that particular variable is available or not. So in this case, I will use variable state validations, and that's pretty much important here. So what I will do, I will click on next. So first I will validate whether those two fields are available or not. Maybe some of them are mandatory. So I have this visible. So for me, visible is urgency, and I have this describe below. So this should be visible. Then I have not visible. I don't need to do that. I have a read only. No, I don't have any, and both are mandatory. So that means these two should be mandatory fields. Not read only. Yeah, I think if you want, you can do that. They should not be read only. That's it. Yeah, I think this is what it is asking. And the important part here is whatever catalog item or record producer you are selecting for the portal in the first step, it is automatically showing the variables for that particular record producer. So that's pretty much easy, right? User friendly. So you don't have to worry about searching for the variables for that particular record producer. What I will do, I will just click on submit. So I have this. So this will validate the states. Now I will fill the values. That means I will set the values, and that will be set variable values. So in that case, I will click on next, and I will set the values. So you can see it has already selected the item, that is create incident, and here I will mention the variable values. So one is urgency. So urgency I can put as maybe medium, and then I have comments, and I can just mention this is for ATF demo. That's it. I will click on submit. So it will fill the values. Now I have to submit this record producer. Now how exactly I can do that? So you should definitely have that particular step, and that is submit a record producer. So if I click on next, this will submit this particular record producer for me. So it is successfully submitted record producer. That's what you want to check. So I will click on submit. So in this case, now you can see we have used 4 different step configurations. And now I will click on run test. Let's see how exactly it works. So this is our client test runner. You can see it has opened the record producer on the portal. It is validating the fields, filling up the fields now, and then submitting it. You can see it says submitting, and it's done. The record producer has been submitted, but it got failed. Let's see why. Rollback completed, but the step got failed, and we will see why exactly it got failed. Failed to submit the record producer. Okay, if we check the screenshot, maybe. This is something we have to check. It says failed to submit the record producer. And what could be the reason? So maybe if I go to medium and I put some tests and I just submit it. What can be the reason behind it? Let me check. It says failed to submit the record producer. If I check this error, now this is the interesting part, because if your test is failing, you have to validate the why exactly it is failing. What would be the reason? So it is able to set the values, because that was the needed part. Here it says failed to submit the record producer. Okay, we will go back. So let's see if you can see the screenshot. Say it's submitting. Okay, so it might be the reason because of the timeout. So in that case, I will go back to my record producer testing, and here I will add timeout, click on OK, and I will give it maybe I will give it 20 seconds, and let's try it again. So I'm clicking on run test, and let's see what happens. Okay, it opened the form, validating, filling up the fields, and this time submitting it. It is submitting, it is waiting, and it seems like it got passed. Yes, it got passed. So what was the reason? And the reason behind it, because this timeout value is very important. So maybe page was taking a little bit more time to submit the record producer, and that was the main reason that that your test was basically failing. So I just increased the timeout value. I gave it 20 seconds. In that case, it will wait until it will pass. It will wait at least 20 seconds until it gets passed. So that is the most important feature, I would say, as part of the testing, because some of the test might take some more time. So we have used all these four. Now let's see other step configurations. Related to record producer, if I select related to record producer, I have that's it, specifically for record producer. Now if I go to catalog item, so let's open a catalog item. So in that case, I will go back to my service catalog. I will just leave, and here maybe I have this Apple. I will go to maybe software, and I have this access, and I can just maybe order now. But you have some like quantity, you have some pricing, delivery days, and you also have add to cart. So what you can do, you can click on open a catalog item. I will click on next. I will mention the catalog item as access. Let's see if I have that. Yes, I do have. I'm not putting any kind of parameter, so I'm just opening that. I'm adding another step, and that should be order catalog item, because I have to order. But before ordering it, should I change the quantity? So I have this one. I have this step configuration, that is set catalog item quantity. So I can click on next, and I can change the quantity, maybe 5. I will click on submit. So I have used another one as well. Then I will click on add step again. This time I will validate the price. I will validate what price is it. If I click on next, so you can see it's 139.99. So I will validate it. So it's 139.99. I want to validate whether it's correct or not. So it's 139.99. It should be true basically. I don't have any kind of reoccurring price. Yeah, I will just click on submit. That's it. So I've used this step configuration as well. I will click on next, add test step, and this time so let's, I think here I don't have to put any kind of fields basically. So in that case I will check if I could do anything else. Quantity, order guide, add item to the shopping cart. I think this is kind of a good feature, but let's first just submit it without adding to the shopping cart. So in that case I will click on order a catalog item. I will click on next, successfully ordered catalog item, and I will click on submit. Once I click on submit, I will try to click on run test, and now you will see all these things happening, because it's just running the whole test. We will disable it later on, the other tests, like for example record producer test, which we don't need for this particular testing, that is catalog item testing. So that is submitted. Now you can see it opened access catalog item. Now it has set the value to 5. It is validating the price, and it has also submitted it. If I go here, you can see it's again failing, and all that reason is because of, okay, it says expected price to be 139, but it's, oh, that means that dollars, because it's test checking the whole string. So in that case I will open the record. I think you are getting these errors, and I think these errors are helping you to understand better that how exactly this automation testing framework works. So in this case, I will change this value. I will put here $, and I hope that's, yeah, I have this $, and I will update it. I will also try to make it 20 seconds, save it, and what I will do, I will try to inactive so all these fields. So I'm making it false, this one as well, because these are for record producer. So I have deactivated them, and now I am running the test again. I'm running it, going back to my client test runner. You will see it has opened the access, setting the value to 5, validating the price, and then ordering it. You can see it is ordering. Now you can see it has also showing you the order confirmation, and if I go back here, it is passing us. That means it is successfully ordering that particular catalog item. So it has passed the test. So you can see we have used 8-step configuration. So if I click on test step, now what I can do, I will try to add this to shopping cart. So I have this add items. In that case, I will do add to shopping cart. So I will click on add item to shopping cart. I will click on next. Successfully added to shopping cart. So that means, but you shouldn't submit it first. In that case, I have add item to shopping cart, and we can put this, maybe set quantity after this, or maybe after validating the price. Yeah, I can do this, and I can submit it. Let's see if this item is added to the shopping cart. So I have added it, and if I go to next step, then I think it's I can submit the shopping cart as well. It says order guide, record add item, add order guide, review order items, order add item to shopping cart, add order guide, navigate within order guide. Like other step configurations are related to order guide, and I think that's it. So let's end this, and maybe you have to open another item. Maybe you have to add 2 items. So in that case, I will go to software, and you have more software like Acrobat. So let's add Acrobat as well. So you go here, add test step. I will do open catalog item, and that will be after add to shopping cart. That catalog item would be Acrobat. Submit, and then I'm just adding it. Add to shopping cart, order, open a catalog item, and I will click on next, and I will submit it. Then I will click on add test step, and how exactly I can submit the whole shopping cart. Add item to shopping cart. I think that's it. So let's try to run it. So I will click on run test, and let's see what happens, whether it is able to add into the shopping cart. So it is opened, setting the value, validating price, and added. Great. So it has added. Now we have Acrobat. You can see here we have this cart 1, 2. That means it is keep on adding, and now it is submitting both the items, and that's pretty much cool. So it is able to order the whole item successfully. The 2 catalog items, they have been added in the cart. You have seen that it was keep on incrementing the numbers in the cart. So 1 and then 2, and the whole test is successful. So if I go to the test, overall you can see we have about 11 steps. Now similarly you can do it for order guides as well. It's quite similar. So but the major part was showing you for record producer, submitting a catalog item, and adding the items into shopping cart, and that's how you do it. So this is how you perform testing for all the service catalog items in Service Portal with the help of automated testing framework. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.